Hello, everybody. We're back with game number 4 of the 1908 World Series. It's October 13th, 1908, and we're back in Detroit. And let's take a look at the starting lineup here for today's game. The Tigers lead this World Series 2-1. And leading off for the visiting Chicago Cubs playing left field, Jimmy Sheckard. Playing second is Johnny Evers. Batting third, playing right field, Frank Schultz. Batting fourth, playing first base is Frank Chance. Batting fifth, playing third base, Harry Steinfeld. Batting sixth, playing center field, Sully Huffman. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Joe Tinker. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Johnny Kling. And on the mound, batting ninth is Mordecai Three Finger Brown. And for the hometown Detroit Tigers, you got Matty McIntyre leading off, playing left field. Batting second, playing shortstop is Charlie O'Leary. Batting third, playing center field is Sam Crawford. Batting fourth, playing right field is Ty Cobb. Batting fifth, playing first base is Claude Roseman. Batting sixth, playing second base is Germany Schaefer. Batting seventh and doing the catching is the Boss Smith. Batting eighth, playing third base is Bill Culligan. And batting ninth and doing the pitching is Ed Summers. Let's get down to the field here and get this game started. And you got Jimmy Sheckard to lead it off here, followed by Johnny Evers and Frank Schultz. Jimmy Sheckard's batting .200 in this World Series, going up against Ed Summers, who pitched in game 1 and won. He pitched 9 innings, gave up 8 hits, walked 1, and struck out 2, and no runs was allowed. Pitched a shutout in game number 1. Take a trip around the park here in Detroit City. And here's the 0-2 pitch to Jimmy Sheckard. That's going to be a ground ball back to the mound over the first for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down. Get this World Series started. Brings up Johnny Evers now. Johnny's doing rather well here in the series, batting .273. See if he can get on base here and get something started for the Cubbies. Here's the 3-1 pitch. The ground ball down the third, over to first. Quick 1-2 outs here in the first. So it'll be up to Mr. Schultz. Keep this inning alive. He's only 1 for 9. He does have an RBI, though, in this series. And here's the 1-2 pitch to Schultz. And that ball is lifted in the left field. Should be a can of corn out there, and it is. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the first, top of the order for the Tigers. You'll have McIntyre, O'Leary, and Crawford. Matty's batting .167, 2 for 12 in this series. And this is Mordecai Brown's first appearance in the series. And let's see what he can do here for these Cubbies. Here's a full count on Matty. And he rips this ball down the short, right on the button. But Tinker's got it for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down. Brings up Charlie O'Leary, batting .333 in the series. See if he can get a 1-out rally started here for these Tigers. That's a ground ball down the Evers. 1-2 go to Tigers. So it's up to Mr. Crawford to keep this inning alive. He's also batting .333. He's got 2 RBIs in this series. And that's going to be down to Tinker. He might want to try picking on somebody besides these middle infielders, as that's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the second. It's nothing. Chance, Steinfeld, and Huffman do up here. Frank's batting .167 with an RBI. And Ed Summers is ready to deliver the 2-2 count. And that ball is lifted in the shallow center field, and right there it is. Schaefer reaches out and makes the catch for out number one. One up and one down, and you got Harry Steinfeld up now, batting 300. He's got an RBI in the World Series for the Cubbies. And that ball is hit down the short. That's an easy play over to first. Quick 2 outs here in the top of the second. And now we got Solly up. And Huffman's only batting 100. He's 1 for 10. But he has driven in 1 run in this series. And here's the 0-2 pitch, and he strikes him out. And the Cubbies go down in order. To the bottom of the second we go. We got Cobb, Roseman, and Schaefer due up. Cobb's batting 273, 3 for 11 in the series. Can he get this inning started? Right for the Tigers, the 1-2 pitch. He's popped it up in the foul territory over near the dugout, and that'll be out number one. 1 up and 1 down, and that brings up Roseman, batting 400 with 2 RBIs. See what Roseman can do here with a full count on him. And that ball is hit in the left field. That should be caught for out number 2. So Tigers 2 up and 2 down for Germany. And Schaefer's batting 444. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Mordecai. That's lifted in the center field, and that'll be out number 3. And the Tigers go down in order. Looks like we might have a pitching duel here in game number 4. And Summers totes the mound. And Joe Tinker, Kling, and Brown will try to figure him out. And Tinker's only batting 182, 2 for 11 in the series. And that ball is hit up the middle. That'll be the first base hit of the game for either team. The Cubbies got the leadoff batter aboard here. And up to the plate now is Johnny Kling. Will Tinker try to steal, or Kling try to lay down a bunt? Here's the pitch. And he's swinging away, folks. That could be the old 5-4-3 double play. And it is. We'll take a look at that again. Not what the Cubbies wanted. Tigers flashing some leather here. Bill did a nice job getting it up ball quickly. Fires over to second, over to first. Easy double play. So now there's nobody on, and 2 outs for Mordecai Brown. Now to race the base hit rather quickly. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Brown down the short, over to first, and that'll do it. So the Cubbies get a hit, but still only pitched to the minimum with the double play. Pitcher's best friend. We got Smith, Culligan, and Summers due up here. The boss is 1 for 7, batting 143 in the series. And he's first pitch swinging. He drives this ball into left field, but that should be a can of corn out there, and it is. Sheckard makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up Billy Cullen, and Billy is 0 for 3. This is his second start of the World Series. You can get off the snide here. That's right up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit as he holds on to the ball. So the Tigers got their first base runner. See if they can do something more with it than what the Cubbies did. Ed Summers is up. I'm sure he'll be told to lay down a bunt here. He squares and bunts right in front of the plate. Nice job. That'll get the runner in the scoring position with 2 outs. We're back to the top of the order, and McIntyre. See if Matty can do something here with a runner in scoring position. That's a ground ball down the first, over to Mordecai covering, and that'll do it. The Tigers strand 1. We go to the top of the 4th, still nothing. And you got Jimmy Sheckard up, followed by Evers and Schultz at top of the order. Jimmy's 0 for 1 today. Here's the 1-0 pitch to him. That ball's hit right down the second. Easy play for out number 1. And you got Evers up now. Johnny's 0 for 1 today also. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Johnny. That's hit down to his counterpart. 2 ground balls, 2 outs. So it's up to Mr. Schultz to keep this inning alive. He's only 1 for 10 here in this series. 0 for 1 today. 3 ground balls, 3 outs, and that'll do it, folks. Cubbies go down quickly. We're to the bottom of the fourth. O'Leary, Crawford, and Cobb due up. And Charlie, he's 0 for 1 today. Here's the 1-1 pitch to O'Leary. That's hit right up the middle, and that's a base hit. O'Leary's got 2 stolen bases in this World Series. See how long he stays put down there at first. Sam Crawford up. Crawford's 0 for 1 today. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That ball's hit in the left field. That's going to make the wall. Will it score a run? Or he's a brown-eyed handsome man. We got a terrible view here. And he's going to hold at third. We're going to have second and third. And we'll take a look here at the replay of that. Right down the gap in left center. Bounces off the wall, takes a bad bounce. I'm surprised he didn't send the runner. But with no outs, you don't want to take a chance here. So the Tigers are in business, and they got the man up that they want, Ty Cobb. He's 0 for 1 today. He doesn't have an RBI yet. He's got 2 Tigers on the bases. O'Leary and Crawford both with excellent speed. And that's a ground ball down the first. That'll score 1. The Tigers take a 1-0 lead. Now you got a runner 90 feet away with only 1 out. So Cobb gets his first RBI of the series. That brings up Roseman, batting .364 with 2 RBIs himself. And he double your pleasure, double your fun, double mint gum, and make it 2-0. That's a base hit through the drawn-in infield, and it's 2-0 Tigers. And a runner down at first with 1 out. Roseman delivers again. Here's Germany Schaefer batting for .400 with Claude down there at first. See if he stays put for long. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that ball is popped up in the foul territory. And that'll be Frank Chance making the catch for out number 2. 2 down now for the boss. Smith's 0 for 1 today. And here's the 2-1 pitch to him. Grounded weakly back to the mound. That'll end the inning, but the Tigers scored 2 and take a 2-0 lead as we go to the top of the 5th, leading this series 2-1. Frank Chance followed by Harry Steinfeld and Solly Huffman due up here. Frank's 0 for 1 today, and he's first pitch swinging. And he bunts this one back to the mound, fires over to first. Nice play by Summers. Gets the first out here in the inning. Harry Steinfeld's up now. Harry's batting .273 in the series with an RBI. He's 0 for 1 today. Here's the 3-1 pitch to him, and he takes it for ball number 4. First walk of the game by Ed. Now you got a runner down at first, tying run at the plate, and Sully. And he's going to be, that's a pass ball. And that'll get the runner into scoring position with 1 out. So Sully now has Steinfeld down there at second on the 1-1 count. And he's taking off for third, and they got him out, folks. Not even close. Take a look at that again. As the boss fires down the third, and he was out of there. Now you got 2 outs and nobody on. Just waiting for him. Just waiting to fly the tag. So now Sully's up here. 2-1 count to him. And of course you get a base hit, right? No. Nice play. He takes a base hit away from him. No, it is a double. Fooled me there. So you get a base hit after the stolen base. We'll take a look. Made a nice diving attempt, but came up short. I thought he caught it. He did stop it from going to the wall. Excuse me. So you got a runner down at second for Joe Tinker. Tinker's 1 for 1 today. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Joe. And that's a ground ball down the third. That should end the inning. And the Cubbies strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 5th. You got Cullen, Summers, and back around. The lineup flips over, and McIntyre's up after that. Billy's 1 for 1 today. And here's the 1-0 pitch to him. And that ball's lifted into center field. He's on base again. And I'm sure Ed's going to try to bunt him over to second with nobody out. Here's the pitch to Summers. And he's not. He whacks this ball into center field. It's high, but not deep enough. And that'll be out number one. The runner's still down at first. And Billy takes his lead as McIntyre steps up 0 for 2. And that ball is punched in the shallow left field. That'll be an easy play down there by Joe Tinker. That'll be 2 outs, and the leadoff single still down at first for Charlie O'Leary to do something with. He's 1 for 2 today. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Charlie. He hits it in the left field, and that should do it. Tigers get the leadoff batter aboard, but he goes nowhere. And it is still 2-0 as we go to the top of the 6th. We got Kling and Brown due up. And then back to Johnny Sheckard at the top of the order. Kling is 0 for 1 today. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Johnny. And that ball is hit in the center field. That should be a can of corn. He makes the catch. And now we got 1 out. And here comes Mordecai Brown. He's 0 for 1 today. See if he can help his own calls here. And he laces it down to first. He'll take it himself. And that'll be out number 2. So it's up to Sheckard to get something going. He's 0 for 2 today. And here's the 1-2 pitch to Jimmy. That ball's hit in the left field. A nice diving catch out there by McIntyre will end the inning. Take a look at that as we exit the top of the inning. And the Cubbies go down 1-2-3. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Tigers with a 2-0 lead, trying to get some insurance. Crawford, Cobb, and Roseman due up here. And Sam is 1 for 2. Can he get this inning started? Right for the Tigers. That's a 2-2 count up the middle. Tinker catches it, and we see the back of somebody's head. And he's out. Ty Cobb up now. He did have a nice ground ball that drove in a run the last time up. He's 0 for 2. Got his first RBI of the series. And that's down to first again. That'll be out number 2. And Roseman's up. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI today. And the 0-1 pitch is put in the right field for a base hit. So a 2-out hit for Roseman. He keeps up the good hitting. Now let's see if Schaefer can continue this merry-go-round. He's 0 for 2 today. Here's the full count to him, and that's going to be ball 4. And all of a sudden, with 2 outs, the Tigers are trying to make some noise here in the bottom of the 6th. And the boss is up. He's 0 for 2. Can Smith deliver? Here's the 3-1 pitch to him. And that's going to be popped up a mile high. That's a rainmaker. Tinker makes the catch on the mound. And that'll do it. The Tigers strand 2 and still lead this game 2-0. We go to the top of the 7th. Evers, Schultz, and Chance trying to figure out Ed Summers here today. And Johnny is 0 for 2. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Evers. And that's going to be hit into the gap. And that's going to drop in for a base hit. Cuts it off quickly. Holds Johnny to a single. But the Cubbies got the leadoff batter aboard here for Frank Chance. Schultz, rather. Schultz is 0 for 2. Chance is up next. And that's going to be hit right down the second. Nice leaping catch by Schaefer to take a base hit away from Schultz. Take a look at that again. Keeps the runner down at first. Big first out here. And now we got Frank Chance up. And Chance is 0 for 2. Johnny down there with excellent speed. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that ball's hit up the middle for a base hit. Johnny's rounding second, headed for third. And he's in there safely. So first and third, second and third as Chance hustles down the second on the throw down the third. Not a smart play by the Tigers, and that ruins the double play. So you got the tying run in scoring position. We're going to have a pitch hitter here. Howard comes off the bench. and he's 0 for 2 in this World Series. Tigers playing back. That's going to be a base hit in the right field and misplay. That might tie this game up, folks. And it does. It's 2-2 on that base hit and error out there by Ty Cobb. Cobb allows 2 runs to score, and now the go-ahead runs in scoring position for the Cubbies. So he just misplayed that ball. So now you got Sully up, Howard down at second in a tie ball game. And here's the 1-0 pitch to him, a ground ball down the first. That'll be out number 2. Now go-ahead runs 90 feet away for Joe Tinker to drive in here in the top of the second. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. The Cubbies take the lead. It's 3-2, Chicago. 3 runs here in the top of the 7th. Summers was cruising through 6. His defense has let him down a little bit too. And off to the races goes. Smith hurls it down, and Tinker is out stealing, but not until the Cubbies score 3 and take a 3-2 lead. We go to the bottom of the 7th, and we're going to have a pitch hitter in Davy Jones, followed by Summers and McIntyre. And Davy is 0 for 1 in this World Series. See if he can get on base here against Three Finger Brown. And that's going to be laced down the short. Tinker's got it for out number 1. And Ed Summers is going to bat for himself. So here's the pitch to Summers, the 1-2 count. And he strikes him out. MORDECAI now with the leads, looking good. Back to the top of the order, and McIntyre. Can Matty get on base and start a 2-out rally here for these Tigers? And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. So the tying runs down at first. Go ahead runs at the plate. And we're going to have another pitch hitter here. Donnie Bush comes off the bench. Let's see who came in to play third base. Zimmerman came in to play third base for the Cubbies. So let's see what Bush can do here with a runner down at first and 2 outs. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. And that's a slow roller down the second. Johnny's up with it. And that'll end the inning. The Tigers strand 1. We go to the top of the 8th. It's a 3-2 ball game. And Red Kilfer comes in to play third. Donnie Bush comes in and plays short. And we got Kling, Brown, and Schecker due up here against Summers. As Johnny is 0 for 2. And he's first pitch swinging against Ed. And that's laced right down the second. Schaefer reaches up, makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up the pitcher, MORDECAI Brown. He's 0 for 2 today. And he's first pitch swinging. And that's a slow number in front of the plate. And he's safe at first, folks. MORDECAI Brown says, we don't need no stinking DH. He beats out an infield hit. MORDECAI's got good speed. Jimmy Scheckert at the plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that's blooped over first base in the right field. MORDECAI Brown is down at second now, in scoring position with 1 out for Johnny Evers, who's 1 for 3 today. Can Johnny add to this 3-2 lead? That ball's hit down the second, and that's the old 4-6-3 double play. It doesn't have quite the sad tone as Evers to Tinker the chance, but it does the job and gets the Tigers out of that mess. We go to the bottom of the 8th. You got Crawford, Cobb, and Roseman. Let's see if Ty can make up for that error. Crawford gets on here and gets the tying run aboard. That's a roller down the third. Should be an easy out. Now you got Ty Cobb. Cobb's starting to struggle in this World Series. Got off to a good start. He's 0 for 3 today. Did pick up an RBI, but he had that costly error to let the run score. Cobb hits this ball in the right field. It drops in for a base hit. If Cobb's aboard, and with his speed, will he stay put? You got Roseman up now. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI today. Here's the 1-1 pitch to him. And that ball's hit in the right field. Back-to-back singles. Cobb's a brown-eyed, handsome man. He's going for third. And he's in there. So the tying run is 90 feet away. Cobb down at third, Roseman at second. Will Roseman take off, try to get in the scoring position, get the go-ahead run down to second. Schaefer's up. He's 0 for 2, but hitting .364 in the series. He might be due. Full count on him. And that ball is hit into right field, and that'll be out number 2. And the runners stay put. So Cobb's still down there at third, and Roseman at first. Now there's 2 outs. It'll take a 2-out base hit by Smith to tie this ball game up, and that's not going to do it. And the Tigers strand too. Now the runner down at third with 1 out and don't score him. And we're going to the top of the 9th, and Summers has got to keep this a 1-run lead. You got Schultz, Chanson, Zimmerman due up here for the Cubbies. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Frank. And that ball is hit in the deep center field off the wall. How far is Chance going to go, folks? And he stops at second with a leadoff double. And these Cubbies trying to get an insurance run. The Tigers desperately need to keep this a 1-run game. Now you got Mr. Frank Chance up, Schultz down at second. And that's a pitch out, and they intentionally walk him to set up the double play. So you got Zimmer up now. This is his first plate appearance on the World Series. Summers looking for a double play ground ball. That's a bunt down the third. That gets the runners over in the scoring position. That's going to force Detroit to bring the infield in for Sully. Sully is 1 for 3 today. Tigers desperately need to get out of this mess with no run scoring. That's a ground ball through the middle. That's going to score 2 runs, make this a 5-2 ball game, folks. Just like that, they have busted this game open here in the 9th. The Cubbies trying to tie this World Series up at 2 games apiece. Joe Tinker up now. Sully down at first, only 1 out. Summers couldn't hold this 1-run lead. And that's through for another base hit. We got first and second, and the Cubbies trying to pile it on here in the 9th. Give themselves a good cushion for 3 Fringer Brown. Johnny Kling up now. He's 0 for 3. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Kling. That's hit down the second, over to first. That's the old 6-4-3 double play. That's a batter too late, though. And now 2-run score here in the 9th. It's 5-2. The Tigers got the work cut out for him. Kiefer's going to come off in here and bat for the first time. Probably a pitch hitter for Summers, and then back to the top of the road lineup with McIntyre. And Red is 0 for 2 in this World Series. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's a slow roller down the third. Easy play over at first. And that'll be out number 1. And we got Aaron Thomas coming off the bench. He's 0 for 3 in the series. He started game number 3. Here's the 1-0 pitch to him. That's hit down the Chance at first. And that's 2 quick outs. Now the Tigers down to their last out. Matty McIntyre's up. Can he keep this game alive? He is 1 for 4 today. Here's the 2-0 pitch to him. And that's going to be a base hit. Nope. That's going to be a fly ball in the center field, and that's going to do it. The Cubbies win and tie this series up at 2 games apiece. We'll take a look here at the box score. Cubbies take down the Tigers 5-2 and tie this series up. And Mordecai Brown goes the distance. Tinker delivered a key base hit in the top of the 7th. Outcome might have been different. Instead, with 2 down and a runner on third, Tinker hit a run-scoring single that made it 3-2. And let's look here. You had Tinker 3 for 4, definitely the MVP of this game with his 3 base hits. Sully was 2 for 4. And let's see, they was left 3 men on base. And you had Steinfeld and Tinker both get caught stealing. And for the Tigers, you had Roseman keeping up his hit, and he's 3 for 4. And Billy Cullen, he was 2 for 2. But the Tigers left 8 men on base. Ty Cobb with a costly error, and they couldn't cash in the bottom of the eighth when Cobb was 90 feet away. Mordecai Brown goes the distance, picks up the win, scattered 9 hits, 2 runs, walked 1, struck out 1. Summers, 9 innings, 11 hits, and was doing well until that ninth inning, gave up 5 runs, walked 2, and struck out 1. And this game will now be in Detroit. And let's see what the pitching matchups. Let's change this up. Shouldn't be that. Should be. Let's see here. Go to the Cubbies. Change this around here. Change this around. It's supposed to be Orville, Red, and Brown in the pitching. So we're going to go with Orville, Red, and Brown. Okay. Now the Tigers should be, see, should be Delavan, Mullen, and see here, Delavan, Mullen, and Summers. Yep. So that should do it. That sets up the rotation the way they want it. So the game 5 in Detroit will be Orville overall going up against Billy Delavan. See who's going to win the pivotal game number 5. The Tigers got out to a 2-0 lead in this series, but the Cubbies have won the last 2. So I want to thank you all for tuning in here today. And we'll be back here in a little bit here for game number 5 of this World Series. Until next time, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and on your way out of Detroit, hit that like button and leave a comment. And we'll see you next time. Y'all take care.